It's time.
It's time for, look at the double-headed victor.
That's cold.
It's time for New Sports, all about jock itch, sports bras, the Masters tournament, which sounds different than it really was. I thought it was a whole different thing, sort of a slave thing going on, but turned out it was just golf. I was expecting some good old Southern
No.
Mandingo type movie.
No.
It was the Masters, but not what I thought.
No. Well, hey, let me just tell everybody so they'll know. I have a partner in crime here today. I get to sit back and know that my partner in crime just gets to talk sports with me. Now, I wonder who my partner in crime is. Is it Mario? Is it Phoenix? I think it's Phoenix.
Yeah.
She's a sports hound.
Yes. She is a sports hound.
She hangs out with sporting folks.
Okay, right. So what we were doing, let me just remind everybody. New Sports. We say new because we think every time in this new age of social media, new is always new the next minute. And if you don't bring it with it, it's old already, 24 hours ago. So we got the new meter rank. I call that where we rank the stories because we already know that the stories are out there. Everybody saw the Masters yesterday, I guess, right? So you guys checked it out at all? Really?
They went to look at El Tigre. Because it cost a tiger.
What?
I saw Tiger. He was kind of slacking a little bit.
Oh,
see, that's why they watch, because of El Tigre.
So the lead dog in this, called in the pig pen, is Tiger. In other words, Tiger is your meter of how you watch it, right? Okay. Got to give love out to Charles Sportz. I mean, he did his thing, right? Yeah, he did his thing. So I got to give a love because
go on, Sportz.
He has the
Sportz.
He's got that Kennedy smile. When you look at it, it kind of resembles a Kennedy smile. You look at.
Talk bad about the Kennedy.
Oh no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's a dapper, like debonair smile.
See, she's following me. Yes. I'm not hot.
I practice those.
You're wrong, man. Just not good. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. So I got to give my love out to him because the big subject has been Tiger. And okay, let me just say this: when he was walking up. When he was 10 under.
Right.
I must tell you the thoughts I thought about.
Oh, okay, 10 under.
Don't do it.
Under 10.
Don't do it, man. Come on. All right, when he was 7 under, and I thought he had no chance. When he was 10 under, I'm gonna say this, and please give love to anybody who can sit back and bring it and be the measurement of all golfers in the world on this planet. He's walking up and people are cheering him. Now I'm gonna tell you what went through my mind. Nice comeback. Everything's good. I said, so this is what it's like when you have those wonderful escapades you had in your life and then you come back and you're winning and walking up and everybody's cheering you, men and women alike.
They definitely
Does winning cure all ills?
I don't think so. I mean, I have faith in Tiger. Like, someone said that he's never going to win again, and I definitely don't think so. I just think that, he's coming up again. I mean, he's a great golfer. I support the guy. I mean, he's Tiger. Everyone loves the Tiger.
Right.
Personally, I'm going to say he's a cheater. And I cannot stand behind cheaters.
Everybody loves him, but look at you smiling. Y'all love a bad boy.
Well, but I'm just saying, and I know he has all those women thrown up against him, so, he is the Tiger, and everyone wants a little
the girl said he hit it 8 times, went out and lifted weights, came back and hit it twice again.
His business has nothing really to do with his personal life, besides the fact that he's a public figure.
I haven't seen it.
Here's the shits, is that, nobody is perfect on this earth, and everybody has made mistakes.
You're forgiving him?
Granted, it wouldn't be somebody I would date,
right.
but why would we judge who he is as a golfer based on what he does in bed?
Thank you.
Like, that could be your choice as if you want to be his friend, per se, or not, or date him. But, I mean, his skill as a golfer, doesn't dissipate just because he's a shitty husband.
Right.
Got you.
So, yeah. But I mean, and it's really ultimately nobody's fucking business.
Totally.
But it's just
so you bone him?
In the business. He's just in the public eye.
Right.
Totally, I agree with separation, but I still got to stand behind,
Does that mean you'd give him some love?
No, wait a minute.
I sure as hell would not.
Oh, you would?
But
Okay,
I'm just saying, the separate.
You would hold.
It's just,
Tiger asked you out, you'd say no.
I'd say Tiger would take an STD test. And
even before.
What if he brought you the card? He has the card.
Here's the thing: I never had a thing for Tiger before he was a cheater. So sorry, Tiger. You're a great golfer, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
See. In other words, to stay in the news is to win. And if you keep winning at all levels, there's exceptions.
Look at all the people that dropped him, like all those contracts that dropped him.
Well, because that's the thing. Well, that's where it doesn't separate is when you are a public figure, unfortunately, and like if somebody doesn't, but that's a choice. It's like, hey, I don't want you representing my brand.
Right. But then we bring back to Jersey Shore, where it seems like almost as if like being bad is good.
Right.
Like look at Lindsay Lohan. Like I really honestly could care less that. I mean, personally, if you're not showing a good example to people,
right?
By doing all this, like she got in a fight in Palm Springs because she hit someone.
Right.
I mean, it's like you're giving that attention.
Well, I think it's really funny in Hollywood, especially nowadays, with all the 15 minutes of fame and who we can deem celebrities, for anybody to have the audacity to say you're a role model. Right. And you should act as if a role model. If you're going to give people fame that, I'm sorry, already aren't role models, then why are you expecting them to just all of a sudden magnificently be a better person than they already ultimately were? And it doesn't make any sense.
Now, let me say this. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm not going to knock anybody from what they're doing, because I look at the Charles Barkley effect and say, my God, and then I look at
Charlie Sheen,
and I look at also, I look at
Jay. Took a deep breath on that one.
Well, here's the thing, like I said it before, like everybody makes mistakes, and I've made my own. But as long as you're learning from your life experience and moving forward. That's fine. And you can't judge somebody from one
Me too.
experience.
I learned from all the women.
One thing cannot condemn somebody for life. But yes, if you're walking around like an asshole for your whole life.
Right.
I mean, life isn't fair, and those are great examples. Whatever.
Charlie Sheen is winning. So, and I will tell you this, because that boy, at least he's smart. He knows what he's doing. He's like, I'm going to get on a cooking show. I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to go get myself on Twitter. They're trying to the big networks are trying to tell him his career is over. He's like, oh, yeah, sure.
1 million Twitter followers in 24 hours.
One day, I think it was,
24 hours, he had 1 million.
Show, he's working. He's winning,
And the women say that Charlie is for real. They say Charlie lays mean pipe. Now, I wasn't looking, because I was trying to say, what's the deal with Sheen? I wasn't looking online, and women were saying that.
Character.
Well, women would say if you were no good, you know that. I went go look online about what women say about Charlie. There's no one complaining. They all say Charlie has mean pipe.
Yeah.
They say he's
you know what?
Charlie,
I tell you what. He sure the hell would have to. All right.
Well, he must, because if I got two babes, I got two pissed off babes.
No, he's had some hot women. He has to.
Well, and this is the interesting part.
I got enough for one babe, maybe.
Notice that you're talking about situations where sex has all been involved in these top cats, whether it's Charles, Charlie, or of course Tiger.
That's what sports. That's like sports.
Yeah, that's why I said sports is wrapped
sex.
Around that.
Look at these ladies; they're all excited about El Tigre.
They don't look excited,
even though they want to get on this case.
No. Let's stop. I'm gonna do what
Amara says she's not gonna forget.
No, she's not. Now, okay. Let me say this.
He only cheated. 75% of married men and 65% of married women statistically cheat. Those are conservative estimates. So most people cheat.
I think most people get married before they even know what the hell marriage really is.
Oh, there you go.
I don't understand. That's
slam
why the statistics are the way they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a serious thing. Listen to what you're really saying when you give your vows. And if you're not really, really, really sure,
right.
Yeah.
Why are we in such a rush to get married?
Yeah.
So it's amazing. So how synonymous is sports with sex as it relates to your socialization? Do you find that? What can men do without first? This is so obvious. Sports first or sex first? What can they do without this?
How about both at the same time?
Oh, okay. Ooh, you mean like doing it while watching ESPN?
No. Okay, all right.
Wouldn't that be distracting?
Okay, let me do this. Okay, I got to get through this because I don't have that much time. I want to give a ranking on this, and I call it the new meter. And the new meter, all I'm doing is basically saying, where does the number lie? And I'll give you the statement. You tell me which one it ranks with. And we'll see how much this was a Tiger Woods Masters event. I truly believe Tiger Woods has ushered in the youth movement. And the youth movement is not afraid. When you're young and energetic, you don't think of what the analysis is of traditional broadcasters because they tend to be conservative and a little bit older most of the time. I think the youth have taken the example from him, and they're rushing in because none of the top golf cats you saw in the top 15, maybe one or two sprinkles. So let me say this. Was it the most exciting of all time as far as the Masters? That's a 5 rating. One of the best.
Like we've watched a bunch of Masters.
Wait a minute. Let me go through it.
Masters. I wouldn't say it was the most exciting.
Okay, let me go to the next one.
She's well-rounded.
See, this is what I'm saying because this is based on whether we follow the publicity or watch the game or both. one of the best Masters tournaments of all time.
Oh God, I couldn't name them, but I
So.
don't know. Oh, one of them. Oh, this one. I thought you were asking me one. No, I don't know.
Yes, master.
I mean, why would it be? Is it just the hype around like Tiger coming back? Is that what the whole purpose is?
It is surrounded
I
in
really
that.
don't care.
You know, Masters tournament. It still sounds like kind of a bondage kind of.
I mean, there's so many other golfers besides him. You know,
there's a lot of golfers out there besides him. But,
right.
You know, I think that obviously there's so many dynamics on why it's he was being the first African American in it, that really got to get in.
Well,
there.
they get all of that, but the hype isn't about that now. The hype is about how many women he fucked.
Blown over now.
Like, and that's, I guess.
He's still, I think he's pretty much the only brother out there still.
Yeah.
So,
She brought up a very good point. When you think about what they said, that there was going to be this explosion. Well, the explosion is worldwide. When they told you how many countries were involved in each position, it represented the world.
Right.
And the Americans only had Tiger Woods, Angel Cabrera, and Mickelson was down in the pack. So
I know, that's what I was.
You was thinking about
Mickelson.
that?
Yeah.
See, so
no, but you're right. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just wonder where the hype comes from. I mean, I guess any publicity is good publicity, whatever. And thank God he is an amazing player to back it up.
Yeah.
I think the hype really comes from is that people in America want to see people suffer, and they want to see what he's doing. I mean, he took a pretty mean break, and he's got a lot of things going on in his personal life. I mean, he's been in the tabloids. I mean, you hardly see Phil Nicholson. You don't see really any golfers out there on the headlines like you saw him out there. And
right.
I mean, whatever it is you want to say, I mean, that's just how sports is now.
Yeah.
Look at Lamar and Chloe. They got their own show going on. Who would have ever?
Well, it's all intertwined nowadays, definitely. And ultimately, I think America does like to see people just succeed. And
they like to bring them up.
Like I said, even just writing music, that is the part of life, is to be down to the bottom and come back up and survive. I mean, that is life. It's a roller coaster, up and down constantly.
Yeah. But I think people really like to see people suffer sometimes.
I think it's just
the Roger Clemens thing. It's like
Barry Bonds.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's like a sort of escapism as well.
With them, I'm a big fan of Roger Clemens. I've liked him. I like that guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know the whole steroid things. I don't really know how much it really affects you or whatever, but I gotta say, he's a great player, and he, definitely touched it a lot, and, his whole reputation got ruined over, a steroids, and he was a hero.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think almost as if people are probably doing steroids back in the 50s, but now it's they just want to bring up that dirt, just to bring out in sports.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Well, I definitely think it's silly, certain things that we focus on.
But I definitely
do
not agree in drug use, and definitely I think drugs should not be in professional sports, but it seems as if that it used to be a little more hush-hush, and now they're bringing it out,
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me just say this. Okay. We now know that the meter is that you guys are not, they're saying that it's just the average Masters. You don't give it, the average Masters year in, year out is about a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So did anybody feel that it was below the normal Masters?
No.
Now, when you think of the Masters, you usually think of...
No, don't say it. Don't. Oh, God. Here we go.
You have your choice.
See,
yeah.
I don't get he does not participate.
I don't find golf boring.
Now, you don't, right?
No.
See, that's
very rare. Very rare.
This is, so far, we understand there's someone for everyone now, see?
Well, being a Bob Hope girl, I was out there for the Bob Hope Classic. I mean, I'll definitely tell you, it's kind of like baseball. It's a lot funner when you actually go to there because, you're sipping, you're drinking a little bit, watch people swing, you're saying hi to all your friends. It's totally a different ball game when you're there. And, if you're really in the sport, I mean, golf can be a fun thing to watch, but definitely I think it's more of a spectator sport that's easier to watch live.
Yeah, and I also think that the youth movement, I think, is going to be ushered in. And they're going to have to get used to a different framing of how young people come in because McElroy, the guy that was winning through first 3 rounds, it was blowing everybody away. He's 21 years old. Right. Well, they had a listing of people who are between 21